Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I'm posting one video every single day up until Christmas. That is 25 videos. We are on day 24. If you missed any of my previous videos, make sure to check those out. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications as I'm doing tons and tons of giveaways throughout the month of December. For today's video, I am bringing you guys a very simple Christmassy winter inspired design. I'm actually recreating a set that I did about 4 years ago on one of my clients. I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of recreate it and transform it into something new. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I went ahead and pre-applied my tips. They are the Not Polish Universal tips. Now I'm taking this beautiful blue. It is called Ex-Boyfriend from Not Polish. And I'm going to be adding some black to it just to make a deeper, darker blue. I want to try to match that as best as possible to the set that I created years ago. So I'm just going ahead and thoroughly mixing that, making sure that I am fully getting all that powder, especially the one at the bottom. And then I am going to be swatching that on my paper towel to see how I like it. As you can see, it's a really pretty dark blue. Now I'm going ahead and using my Not Polish acrylic brush in the size 12, along with my Profiles Backstage monomer for this video. I'm going to go ahead and start applying that on the nail. We're going to be using this as our base for the pinky. And I'm just applying that as usual, taking small beads with darker colors. I've mentioned it before. You want to be extra careful because it can be a huge mess. So I like to work slowly with darker colors. You want to continuously wipe your brush on your napkin as well, especially before you're putting your brush back into your monomer, as you can contaminate the monomer very, very quickly. And when working with different colored acrylics, you definitely want to keep your monomer very clean. I'm taking this really pretty holographic glitter. This is mixed. It's one that I've kept pre-mixed in my drawer for a good minute. And I'm just applying that as my base for my ring finger. I am going to be sugaring over top of it. And normally when I sugar, I like to keep my base the same color or at least something super similar. So if it does chip off at all, which rarely happens, but if it does, you want to make sure that there's still a backup. So I'm going ahead and applying that very carefully onto the ring finger, working from the middle section down to the tip and then back up into the cuticle area. Now for the index finger, I'm starting off in the middle section, putting a bead of that really pretty blue color we mixed, kind of blending it a little bit near up at the top because I am going to be doing an ombre. I'm blending it down towards the tip, and then I'm going to be fully covering the tip with that same blue. Remember to consistently wipe your brush on your napkin. Try to keep it as clean as possible. And I'm also going to be making sure that I'm keeping the sides nice and clean so that I don't have to do tons of filing at the end. I'm going ahead and starting my ombre. I'm taking a small bead of that silver glitter and I'm placing it right above where I placed the blue. And I just start lightly patting the glitter down. I feel like ombre glitter is probably the easiest type of ombre to create because it is textured. It's really easy to kind of spread those little chunks of glitter around. So I'm just making sure that I'm covering that line so it doesn't shine through too much. So I'm kind of layering on that glitter right there where that line of the blue is, and then I'm just blending it out. So I want it a little bit more opaque in that area. Once I'm done with that, as you can see, it basically covered that blue. I'm going ahead and encapsulating these nails again with dark colors. You want to make sure you kind of brush over with a little bit of monomer on the surface you're going to be placing acrylic, because sometimes it can give like a white cast and it does not look cute. So make sure you're getting a little bit of monomer and just swiping it across the surface of the nail, and then you can go ahead and encapsulate. Now taking my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file, I'm filing the sides of the nail, making sure that the shape is nice and straight. And then I'm going over the entire surface of the nail. Very, very light pressure. I do like working quickly with my hand file. I just feel like it goes a lot faster. So again, very light pressure, going vertically up and down the nail, and then making sure that my sides are nice and straight. I am going to end with my 5-in-1 bit from Kiara Sky and my rechargeable e-file. I have her at about 8,000 to 9,000 RPMs, and I'm just going in at the cuticle area trying to make that acrylic nice and flush to the natural nail. If I do hand file, I always make sure that I file the cuticle area with my e-file just because you get a nicer finish with it. At least in my opinion, I can get really into that cuticle area without cutting myself or the client with an e-file versus with a hand file. It's kind of tricky because you can't really see exactly what you're doing as the hand file is rather large. Now I am flipping the hand around to look at the nails from the client's perspective, and I'm just squaring off that shape and making sure that I'm getting any imperfections at that point. I'm taking my sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage and buffing the surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth. Whenever you are filing with a hand file, it tends to leave a little bit more, streakiness and little divots into the nail. So you want to make sure you are buffing that so that they go away and everything is nice and smooth. Now I'm cleaning the surface of the nail with a lint-free wipe and some swipe, just removing all of that excess dust and prep for our nail art and top coat. Now I'm taking my gel paint, my white gel paint, along with a liner detail brush. This is my favorite one from Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon storefront, my go-to, the one that I basically use in all my videos. And I'm just going ahead and drawing that tiny little silhouette of a deer. We're starting off with the head, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of the details. I'm basically just outlining it and then filling it in, and I'm doing that with the ears as well. Once I'm done drawing that, make sure I placed it in the light for 1 minute. And now I'm taking my Young Nails brush on glue, applying a little bit of that and this really cute opal crystal. I decided to go with opal just because it matches it very well. Now I am applying Gloss It from Not Polish onto the ring finger, and then I'm taking the loose holographic glitter and sprinkling it over top. This is going to be a raw nail. I decided to go with glitter instead of crystals just because I feel like this is a lot more subtle versus crystals are really blingy, and to be honest, I did not want to waste that much crystals. Now I'm going ahead and applying top coat to the rest of the nails, going very carefully around that crystal, and then I'm going to be placing this in the light for 1 minute. Sometimes, for the most part, I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe. But that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.